Welcome to the Potato's Guide, where Papas, the potato, teaches you how to enjoy things that may not be so enjoyable. Today's subject, Fortnite. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, you see, I have a simple answer to that question, actually. It's actually pretty straightforward. It's surprising most people don't think about it when they consider playing Fortnite. Very strange how nobody thinks of it. But, simply, you can't. You never can, you never will, and that'll never change. Why is this? You may be asking. I feel like you really don't know Fortnite enough. If you're really asking that, you will never enjoy Battle Royale. Because unlike most games, there is not a clear delineation between casual and competitive. First off, they made zero build because building is never fun. It was never fun. In fact, it was only nothing more than a gimmick. And now, they're adding other modes like Lego Fortnite, Festival, or even Rocket Racing. They only own Rocket League, so they're able to do that. They had to get Lego on their side to do this. So they keep making stuff to make sure you do not play Battle Royale, because it's no longer fun. Let me take you back to a simpler time, to where you didn't need to build because everybody was together. You only needed to aim, really. But even then, that was very iffy at the time, because there's sweats. There's loads of sweats. It's a free game. That is inevitable. But you know how I say there's not a clear delineation between casual and competitive? They have them there. There's a lot of people who just don't go into ranked because they're not good enough. And then we end up with them, the casual people. And they're no fun to play with at all. Especially considering most players are bots. It's surprising. Actually, it's not surprising at all. Because who would want to play this? Who would want to suffer through this? It's inhumane torture. On top of all that stuff, with every update, something breaks. Could be minor, could be major, could lag your game even if you're on a 4090, or could just be a simple movement bug. It's always the risk you take whenever you continue playing for a long time. Speaking of, what the heck was that? Yeah, okay, that's what I mean. The Battle Pass. They're the main contributors to why so many games have these nowadays. $10. You have to put in loads of effort to complete it. And nowadays you have to complete it even more than just level 100 to actually get a return on your V-Bucks. Otherwise, that's just it. You can't. You won't get a return on your V-Bucks. You have to pay them again or wait till next Battle Pass until you can get an extra few V-Bucks. This is only 900. You need 950, so you would have to get this far. Level 114 to get a 50 V-Bucks return. 50 V-Bucks is worthless. So 150, 250, 350. That's it. That's the max return you get. I believe it didn't always used to be that way. Now you see, I'm level 113. That's a little high for how not far we are into this season. Lego. Lego comes in to save this horrible game from me having to actually play it. Actually. So, how would it do that? This way. I'll show you. So you see, I'm up here, and basically, I stay up here and do this for 4 hours. Now, I don't actually hold the controls for that long. I'm not insane. Just have something else do it on my Switch while I play something actually fun. I only do it because of sunken cost fallacy. I've already played too far into the battle passes. I doubt the game will ever get good again. Oh my god. I almost forgot to mention that you know how there's almost 2,000 skins in Fortnite. Let me show you something. Saved characters, huh? You only get 100 presets. I know it says 101. That's because I miscounted. In fact, one was deleted. When they made the switch to this, it basically ruined the dream of having presets. You know why? Because, God forbid, you have more than 100 skins. And variants included, which I would like to use, but I can't. Now you see, character, you can save the character here. Now think of how many saved emotes you can do. Go ahead, yes, you can save 100. A lot of these were from previous ones, and I did. You know, these presets? Yeah. So instead of actually being able to use them with the skins I want, I have to go into here and choose them specifically for the skin I want whenever I randomly choose it, which I really don't anymore. I usually go random or this skin. It's because she looks cute. Nothing else really. Now wraps. You can save 100 wraps. You can save 100 lobbies. You can save 100 instruments. You can save 100 cars. You can save 100 jam tracks. The little kids you're always forced to have on, which makes sense, even though they are overpriced. So if everything was going to be 100 anyways, what was the point of separating all of it? You could have had character, emotes, wraps, and lobby all in the same thing. You'd have had instruments different. Maybe pair them with jam tracks. You could have cars separated. But it didn't need to be 7. It only really needed to be 3, if even. I had a dream of using all my skins. They strictly prohibit that. No matter what I want, they'll just find a way to ruin it. I used to have a Vegeta preset that I used sometimes. I used to have presets for all of these. I don't use them anymore. It was never an underused feature, and it does not take up very much space. They were always just too lazy to make it a reality where you could have much more than 100 presets. The only reason I wanted presets was so I could shuffle through them and have specific kits like this, or this, or this, because it's the way I want them. I used to be able to fit them all, but once I got over to like 50 skins, I ran out of space, and I had to remove them and keep removing them every single time until I just couldn't anymore. Chapter 4, Season 1. I ran out of space. I didn't even complete making presets for that whole season, but I was out of space. I couldn't make any more, and nowadays that dream will just never live on because they just had to ruin that. What about the gameplay? It sucks. You're against 99 other people, a lot of them are being bots, and when you do encounter a real person, it's kind of a shock, and you're probably not ready, or they're sweating out of their mind and you never had a chance of winning because the sweat decided to go into a normal lobby instead of the ranked. Nowadays, they keep shoving down crossovers down our throats. Sure, it's neat skins, but do we need them? Not really. Some people want them. That's fine. It's just how much they charge for you to buy it. And say you want this, 23 bucks minimum. And keep in mind, this is for the characters, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 optional back blings. But is it worth it? Is this worth $22? No, $23? No. Let's say you want this stuff with it. Well, More often than not, you want stuff to match. They encourage you to buy stuff for it to match, but they won't give you the option to use presets properly. Not anymore. $37. You want all the invincible stuff. $37. For skins you may not even use. If you wanted to buy it separately, that's an option, but that's more expensive. So they want you to buy the bundle, so you get more. Fortnite crew, every month, I don't know why it's making the noises, but you get the battle pass, a skin, 1,000 V-Bucks, and something else. And if you keep doing it, you get Crew Legacy. Just different styles of the skin they already have ready for $12 a month. You get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 12. $72 for this skin and a back bling and a staff that's just a basic style like the rest of the other legacy stuff. It used to be this. It was, you know, customizable. But, you know, you can't get that anymore. This, once it's gone, that's it. It's done. If you don't continue getting crew, then you're just stuck not getting it. And the Festival Pass, oh my god. They want you to play Fortnite Guitar Hero more. For... is that Lady Gaga? Yeah, it is. Hope you can buy a different one without having to actually work for it either. See? But again, a flat $23. Maybe tax. In other countries it's cheaper, but I'm pretty sure that can get your account banned. So, tough. So then, what good is there in Fortnite? Seems like all I have to say is bad things about it. And the simple answer is, those days are over. They're never coming back. You missed your shot to have fun in Fortnite. I know people say Lego Fortnite is fun, and sure, it is. For a little bit. Then it gets repetitive, and then you just don't want to play anymore. Then it's basically done. You can build stuff, sure, but it's somewhat limited. Unlike Lego Worlds, which is often only like $5, and you could do a lot more in it. If you want to play Guitar Hero, you have Clone Hero, which, you know, you can use actual Guitar Hero controllers with, or even an electric instrument, like an electric guitar or drums. So what about Rocket Racing? Rocket Racing is lame. You go into the tutorial, you could do random time trials, but if you want to race with random people, you're required to do ranked, forcing competitive. That's the exact problem I have with Rocket League. It basically forces you to become competitive or just suck at the game. Granted, this is not as hard, but still. Forcing competitive is never a good thing. Always stay away from competitive. Say, after all that, for some reason, you still want to play. May God have mercy on your soul, because this game won't. I can help you somewhat. Don't play normal Battle Royale. Zero build, maybe, but never Battle Royale. Lego Fortnite, if you never played it, fine. Maybe with people. I wouldn't recommend it though, because they probably know more than you. Rocket Racing, no, it's just lame. You have other options that aren't Fortnite Festival. You already know. But you see, there's creative games. Creative is probably where you'll find some fun, perhaps. You know, there's bad AI generated stuff like this. God, this is just wild to see. Phantom Investigation. It's like Phasmophobia. It's just simpler and free. You're not gonna find, you know, the best game ever in creative. You're just gonna find stuff to do. These Please God, no. Pit? No. This? No. This? No, no. No, no. Lego Island. That is a new thing. A bit limited, but, you know, whatever. Fall Guys. But Fall Guys is free and takes up less space than Fortnite. So I don't know why you'd even play this. Rocket Racing. Remember only up... I mean, these people took advantage of that and then made it in Fortnite. They're kinda just hoping it's still relevant when it hasn't been in months. There's just a lot of stuff you shouldn't play. In Obby. Yeah. Recently, Fortnite creative has been becoming like Roblox. So, you know, why not just play Roblox? It's on PS5 and Xbox Series X, S. Why not just play Roblox? For some stuff, you know, that is unique, but it's not gonna be as fleshed out as something on Roblox. Which, you know, just makes you ask, why do creative? I do not know. Well, because... let me see if I can find one. Because, as you can see, you can earn XP in them. And probably don't do it in those. If you can find something you like, and you can earn XP in it, I guess that's a way. I would recommend only doing the Lego Fortnite AFK if you need levels. These are just bonus. Make it go a little faster. The creative's in the dumps. Battle Royale is never fun. Lego Fortnite's only fun for a very little bit. This is lame. You can find this elsewhere. Creative is Roblox. Well, that's really left is zero build. It's technically Battle Royale still. I assure you, it will barely be any more fun than Battle Royale. The only difference being, not as many sweats. Because, well, they can't. They can't build and edit at the speed of light with their macros and shoot you before you even have the chance to think about shooting them. Okay, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Of course, it's about the Battle Pass again, because they can't do anything right about it. So, see at the bottom left, May 14th, 2 AM Eastern Time. It's gone. It's done. And you see this shop. This does not look like nearly 2,000 skins. Is it even 10? Yeah, it's 10. But what I want to talk about is how anything they make can just disappear off the face of the earth, never to be seen again, making accounts rare, in quotes, and ruining it for everybody else. How does it ruin it for everybody else? You can no longer merge accounts, because that's how people were selling accounts. Because of the fake value that these have beyond the V-Bucks. Let's say these never came back for 7 years. Suddenly, the account is worth loads of money. Why did they make the skin if it was never going to come back? Why do they make stuff and they just never let it come back? Battle Pass being the worst case of it. All of these, if you don't do everything you can now, that is it. You will never have these. You can never have these unless you pay for an account. But that's against TOS. You will probably just get banned for that. So you're forced to put in the effort right now if you ever want these skins. They will never come to the shop. Not in a million years for some reason. I feel like it would be good for everybody if every skin was able to come back. You know, instead of, oh, this is just what's here today. You gotta get lucky and hope you actually want something from it. The Battle Pass. It's always 950 V-Bucks. And the point is, you put in effort to get a bunch of skins that could cost, like as a bundle, $20. but you get it all for $9. That's the point of the battle pass. If you don't put in the effort, it could just end up here for $20 for each skin. I understand that already is a pretty ridiculous price, but even so, at least anybody can have the skin. It's just whether they're gonna pay $10 for 7 skins with variations, or if they're gonna pay $20 for 1 skin. That's really all they have to do to fix the problem of selling accounts and giving a false value to skins. I understand some amount of work goes into this, but really, $20. So you can't just buy 1,500. You have to buy 1,000 or more. There's these, but that costs a lot, and that costs a lot. Still. So let's say you get lucky, this is here, and you also buy this. $13.50. $13.50 for a skin that you won't even use. To be fair. Like, be honest, how often would you ever use this? And they feel like it's worth, at minimum, $13.50. I guess at minimum $10, but then you have to work for it in the battle pass again. Actually, you won't even have enough. You'll either end up with 1,350 V-Bucks or 1,450 V-Bucks. Not even enough for a skin you'll barely ever use. It's a shame to see where this game has gone. It was once okay. Not amazing, just okay. But now, it just isn't what it used to be. Even the OG season, which bring back the old stuff, it wasn't really that good. In fact, it was pretty bad considering it was only a month to do anything. You had to level up to level 70 for everything. I barely did that. Yeah, I barely did that. It was not fun to have to be required to play every day to get some skins I'm not even allowed to use the way I want. And that's why I just do the Lego AFK nowadays. I don't have to play. I don't have to try for skins I just won't be able to use. And if they ever move my way of not playing and still getting everything this quickly, especially, that's probably it for me. I'm definitely done with Fortnite because it just doesn't get any better. At least that's what they're showing. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't show you how to enjoy it. This unoptimized, clone, boring, barely fun, horrible game. A shader cache is a basic feature on most games. Actually, building shaders is a basic feature on most games. That's why they run smoother. In Fortnite, you have to build them yourself. Your first few games of whatever settings you choose to use will be a laggy mess every single time. That's why it's hard for people to truly benchmark it, because they have to play for a while already. It has the ability to be good. It's just owned by people who really don't care about what happens to it. As long as it keeps raking in money or allowing them to do some collabs, they don't really care. I don't know when they ever will. I'm just as disappointed in this game as you may be. But still, like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and have a good day, or else.